If you've ever watched an NBA game and imagined yourself sitting courtside, feeling the energy of the crowd and hearing the sneakers squeak on hard wood, you're not alone. Tickets can be expensive, especially for big matchups or playoff games. But what most people don't realise is that there are actually several legit ways to win free tickets in 2026 if you know where to look and how to position yourself. This isn't about luck alone, it's about strategy, consistency, and knowing how these opportunities really work behind the scenes. First, one of the most powerful and overlooked ways to win free NBA tickets is through official team giveaways. Almost every NBA team, whether it's the Los Angeles Lakers, Golden State Warriors, or New York Knicks, runs promotions throughout the season. These are usually hosted on their official websites or social media pages. Teams often give away tickets to boost engagement, promote new merchandise, or celebrate milestones. The key here is consistency. Most people enter once and forget about it, but the people who actually win are the ones who enter every single giveaway they can find. Think of it like increasing your odds in a game of chance. The more entries, the higher your chances. Another method that works surprisingly well is following NBA sponsors and partners. Big brands like Nike, Gatorade, and even betting platforms often collaborate with the NBA to run promotions. These brands give away tickets as part of marketing campaigns, especially during major events like the playoffs or the NBA Finals. What you want to do is follow these brands on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, turn on notifications, and actively participate whenever they announce contests. Some of these giveaways are as simple as liking a post, tagging a friend, or sharing content. It sounds basic, but thousands of people miss these opportunities simply because they're not paying attention at the right time. Then there's the power of radio stations and local promotions, which is something a lot of people overlook in the digital age. Radio stations still partner with NBA teams to give away tickets, especially for local games. If you're in a city with an NBA team, tune into sports radio stations regularly. They often run calling contests or trivia challenges where the prize is free tickets. Even if you're not in the US, you can still participate in some online radio contests or affiliate promotions, especially if they don't restrict entries by location. The key is being active and ready, because these contests usually reward the fastest participants. Social media contests are another goldmine, but you have to approach them strategically. Don't just scroll past posts that say, win free tickets. Engage with them. Comment something unique, not just, I want to win. Make your comments stand out, because sometimes winners are chosen based on creativity or engagement. If a contest asks you to share why you love basketball, don't give a generic answer. Tell a short story, something emotional or funny. Make it memorable. Brands and teams want engagement, and if your response stands out, you're already ahead of thousands of other entries. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated ways to get free NBA tickets in 2026, and that's through volunteering or working events. This doesn't sound glamorous, but it works. Large arenas often need staff for games, events, and promotions. Sometimes volunteers or part-time workers get access to games or even free tickets as part of their compensation. It might not always be courtside, but you're still inside the arena, experiencing the game live. And in some cases, you can even network your way into better opportunities just by being present and reliable. Another method that's gaining popularity is influencer and content creator giveaways. Since you're already in the content space, this is something you can actually leverage better than most people. Many influencers partner with brands or NBA-related campaigns to give away tickets to their followers. If you build even a small audience around sports content, reactions, or NBA highlights, you can position yourself to collaborate with brands that run these promotions. And even if you're not hosting the giveaway, being active in these communities increases your chances of winning because smaller audiences mean less competition compared to massive brand giveaways. There's also a hidden trick that very few people talk about, and that's using loyalty and rewards programs. Some credit card companies, streaming platforms, and even mobile apps offer rewards points that can be redeemed for experiences, including NBA tickets. It might take time to accumulate points, but if you're already using these services, you might be sitting on an opportunity without realizing it. Always check the rewards section of apps you use regularly. You'd be surprised how often NBA experiences pop up there. Timing also plays a huge role in winning free tickets. The best time to find giveaways is during the pre-season, the start of the regular season, and right before the playoffs. That's when teams and sponsors are pushing the hardest for engagement. If you're only looking during random points in the season, you're missing peak opportunities. Mark your calendar around these periods and go all in. Enter everything, engage everywhere, and stay consistent. Now here's something important that most people ignore: your mindset. Winning free NBA tickets isn't just about luck, it's about persistence. Most giveaways have thousands of entries, and you might not win the first time or even the 10th time. But the people who eventually win are the ones who don't stop. Treat it like a system, not a one-time attempt. Spend a few minutes every day entering contests, checking social media, and engaging with posts. Over time, your chances stack up. Another smart move is joining online communities and forums where people share active giveaways. There are entire groups dedicated to posting current contests, including NBA ticket giveaways. Being part of these communities saves you time because instead of searching everywhere yourself, you get a steady stream of opportunities in one place. It's like having a shortcut to all the best chances available at any given moment. And finally, don't underestimate the power of referrals and sharing. Some contests give you extra entries for inviting friends or sharing links. Take advantage of that. If you can multiply your entries through referrals, you're instantly increasing your odds without doing much extra work. Even if each referral only adds a small boost, it adds up quickly. At the end of the day, winning free tickets to an NBA game in 2026 is completely possible, but it's not something that happens by accident. It's a mix of awareness, consistency, and smart participation. Most people won't put in the effort, which is exactly why your chances go up when you do. Imagine sitting in that arena, watching the game live, knowing you didn't spend a single dollar on your ticket. That feeling hits different, and it's absolutely within reach if you play the game the right way. Another smart angle people rarely think about is attending fan events and in-arena promotions, even when you don't have a ticket for the main game. NBA teams regularly host pre-game and halftime activities outside or inside the arena, where sponsors give out prizes, including free game tickets for future matchups. If you show up early, especially around popular games, you can sometimes get access to contests just by being physically present. It's not always advertised heavily online, and that's exactly why fewer people compete for it. The atmosphere around arenas like those of the Boston Celtics or Miami Heat is often full of hidden opportunities like this, where engagement in person can turn into real rewards. Another method that's growing fast in 2026 is app-based challenges and prediction games tied to NBA content. Many sports apps and streaming platforms now include interactive features where you predict game outcomes, player stats, or even halftime scores. If you consistently perform well in these prediction challenges, you can climb leaderboards and qualify for rewards like free tickets or VIP experiences. It's not just random guessing either. People who actually watch games and understand teams like the Denver Nuggets or Milwaukee Bucks have a real advantage. This turns your knowledge of basketball into something valuable, almost like a skill-based pathway into earning live game experiences. And finally, one of the most powerful but underrated strategies is building relationships with local communities and sports networks around you. This could be joining basketball fan clubs, volunteering at youth sports events, or simply connecting with people who are deeply involved in the local sports scene. A lot of free or discounted tickets never even make it to public giveaways. They're shared internally through communities, schools, or organisations. When people know you're genuinely passionate about basketball, you often get invited or referred into opportunities without even asking directly. Over time, this kind of network effect can be just as valuable as any contest because it puts you in the right place at the right time repeatedly. increasing your chances of stepping into an NBA arena without paying for the ticket.